Hi people, my name from Kirkin as always and as usual. Yeah, as you can tell in this segment I'm gonna be discussing the goetic spirit, Marax, M-A-R-A-X, or also known as Morax, M-O-R-A-X, but I prefer the former rather than the latter. Sorry for the background noise. There is my neighbor is busy with a weed whacker or a brush cutter. Nothing I can do about it, obviously. I hope it, just don't focus on it. I hope it doesn't distract anybody. So yeah, let's get into it. This is gonna be a really short video. General description from the Lesser Key of Solomon, Book 1, so the Goetia. Marax, the 21st spirit is Marax. He is a great earl and president. He appeared like a great bull with a man's face. His office is to make men very knowing in astronomy and all other liberal sciences. Also, he can give good familiars and wise knowing the virtues of herbs and stones which be precious. He governeth 30 legions of spirits, and his seal is this, which must be made and worn as aforesaid, etc., etc. Just the usual. Let me start off with Marax's appearances, contrary to the way I usually begin with my Goetia spirit videos. It's been a good while that I've done a spirit from the Goetia. I literally just now felt like doing it. It's like when you're in the mood for something like pizza or something. I was like, hey, let me do another spirit video. Who interests me? Let me look up a Goetia spirit then. I took out the book of the Lesser Key of Solomon, Book 1. I took out the Goetia, my PDF draft of the Goetia. And I was like, oh, there you go, my backup book of the Goetia. And I was like, I started scrolling. I've covered a good deal of these spirits. And I was like, oh, I like his name, Marax. Let's see. So yeah, let's get down to it. Appearance-wise, Marax does indeed look like that. Literally a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. Okay, essentially covered in a short skirt or a male skirt or a loincloth, you name it. He can alternatively also wield a spear. The appearance can be frightening, obviously, seeing someone like that, you know, something like that. Creature with like literally the head of a bull and the rest is all man. Alternatively, he has an alternate form, which is that of an eagle, just a plain eagle. Okay, not the black and white American eagle you're used to. More of the brownish looking eagle with stripes on with stripes all over its body. So yeah, appearance also in general can be both. So the most general appearance, the most profound appearance will be both. So you'll see a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man, dressed in a loincloth like design, etc., etc. It can also be red, the loincloth, with an eagle on his shoulder, kind of like those eagle trainers, if you will. Okay, now let's get to the second part, which are his occult attributes. Planetary and zodiacal attributes. I had to write this down because I'm not going to come with my laptop outside. Oh good, my neighbor stopped brush cutting finally. Yeah. He corresponds to the planet Jupiter, specifically the zodiac sign Sagittarius, 26 degrees in Sagittarius. The 26 degrees lays emphasis on being opportunistic, okay, having a lot of enterprise about you. And yeah, that already indicates that his Goetia-based description, so the description of what he is, that are attributed to him regarding specialties in the Goetia are completely correct, okay? He does specifically specialize in astronomy, etc., and all liberal sciences. By liberal sciences, it's simply Old English for all things of a higher educational nature. So it really hits home because Sagittarius deals exactly with that. All things of an educational nature, of a higher nature, like university-style subjects, or things that really require you to have an above average level of intellect. Yeah, Sagittarius deals with that. You know, Mercury by default and its ruling, Gemini and its ruling planet Mercury deal with the opposite, just day-to-day superficial affairs, you know, just literature, basic stuff. Whereas Sagittarius and its ruler Jupiter, they deal with stuff of a really high-end nature. So think of high-end politics, think of all things that they teach in university, astrology, astronomy, everything you can think of, just general esotericism, really high-end stuff. Compared, by global standards from a neutral perspective or point of view. One of his traits is that he is cold, okay, Marax. Kind of like me. LOL. Yeah, he's cold in a sense that he's emotionally cold. He's not really someone that's like warm and fuzzy and all of that now, or sympathetic. He's like cold. Let's get down to business. Thank you. No, thank you. That's it. That's pretty much what Marax is like, or Morax is like. Let me see. Regarding the whole parts in referring to herbs and whatnot, teaching you how to make herbs, that is also correct. Okay, Marax is very ambitious, and he can teach you all about herbs and their properties that can be used for healing purposes, and you name it, anything you can think of. Okay, like really apothecary, or how should I put this, biologist, or what's the synonym, the most common synonym for apothecary? Pharmacy. Yeah, pharmacy based knowledge, you name it. Okay, so anything you can think of. If you're a biologist and you study herbs and plants and whatnot, and you also practice the occult, oh yeah, Marax is definitely the guy to work with, at the very least within the scope of the goetic, provided that the others aren't more practical depending on your personal situation. I just mean it in a neutral tone of voice, of course, in a neutral context. Marax is definitely your guy. And that is essentially it. There is nothing else to say about him. He says he's open to anybody working with him, of course, and he is not all too picky. He welcomes anybody, but of course they need to be polite and have the correct mentality, the way that most spirits do in general, in general. So yeah, that's essentially it. Let me know if there are any other. Let me know if there are any questions or anything like that. Okay. In any case, bye guys. Oh yeah, one more thing. He also likes the outdoors. It's not a coincidence that I shot this video outdoors. I wanted to shoot this video indoors, but then I noticed all of a sudden that the light was dim when trying to record, and that's not a coincidence. He simply jokingly made the light dim. That's because Sagittarius, and obviously Jupiter, obviously its ruler, also deals with the outdoors. People that have strong Sagittarian influences or Jupiterian influences, they like the outdoors more often than not. They're really fond of the outdoors. So that's all. Bye guys. See you until next time. See you later. Bye.